this week Blues TV is here talking to Julian Lewis, club chairman of Newbury Blues. I've got an array of varied questions for you, Julian, if that's okay. If we start off with the finances, how are things at the club at the moment?
Yeah, obviously it's no secret that recently finances have been very difficult for the club. I'm pleased to report that Michael Seckerton, the club treasurer, is doing a lot of good work, and we're in conversation with all the people we owe money to. We're quite pleased that we're looking like we're going to be able to resolve the situation within this season, and we've certainly got no intention of walking away from any of our responsibilities, setting up a new club or anything like that. So things are improving. We're talking to people, and hopefully we can supply some really positive news soon.
Okay, and so is there a commercial plan going forward for the club?
Yeah, very much part of my role as chairman is looking to the future. So I'm working with various different people at the moment on next season. As bizarre as it seems that we've only just started this season, next season is going to be a very important one for us, and putting in place commercial plans takes a long time. So, like I say, working with about half a dozen people on various different things coming together on the commercial side. And also, as well as talking to some of our current sponsors like Joker's Masquerade, who are very important to us in the current season, making sure that they're getting the value for money that they're looking for.
Okay, so we have a new kit supplier this season. Can you just talk to us a bit about how that's going?
Yeah, obviously, again, another problem area for the club, changing over to the new supplier with Nike. There's been some issues. We're working through those issues with them. I've got another meeting again tonight with them to try and iron out some of the things that we're not too happy with. I do know that they've spoken to people that have ordered kits and given them some updates, and the communication is improving. So it needs to be a step forward. It appears at the moment we've taken a bit of a step back, but we're definitely working hard to get it back on track for the good of everybody.
We've also got a new website, which people will know has had a few teething problems. Can you just update us on what's happening there?
Yeah, absolutely. We wanted to take the website forward because there were constraints and there were issues with the old website, and we were hoping that the changeover to the new one would be pretty much seamless and just bring in lots of nice new features, and everyone would be like, wow, what a great step forward. Again, we seem to have run into more problems than we anticipated there. So we have seen some improvements already on the site, and we've lost some of the content as well. So again, working hard to get that back. It's all about long-term planning and getting things put in place that are going to be really good for the future. And website is now an important part of any business and of any club. So we want to get it right for people, and we're working hard to do so. There are some new features coming up I'd just like to mention, such as the events section on the website that once it's fully populated, people will be able to go on there, see what's going on at the club, and in all areas, what's going on a Sunday, what's going on a Sunday afternoon, mornings, etc., when the social events are. So it's not just about first team rugby on the website. We need to get more and more content and bits and pieces in from other areas. And that's a quick appeal I can do for anyone that wants to be able to add content to the website. They can contact me and I can give them access to do so they can put up match reports and information and news from their section of the club. Because of course, even as the chairman, I can't know everything that's going on in the club, and I can't post everything myself. I need lots of people feeding stuff in there. We can give them direct access to do so. So it's going to be a really, really good portal of what's going on at the club in the future.
Okay, thanks. If we turn to something that's been a hot topic on the message board over the past few weeks and maybe even years, is the relationship between the club and the Stags. Can you update us on what the situation is at the moment going forward?
Yeah, you're right. The situation with Newbury Stags probably has got a little bit out of hand, and there's all sorts of rumour and counter-rumour that goes around surrounding the relationship with Newbury Stags. Newbury Stags was formed with the club's consent, permission, as it were, a few years ago to address the needs of the players at the time. And of course, the various clubs, both clubs have gone through various different stages. We managed to get up to level 2, and Newbury Stags were providing rugby for amateur players, whilst Newbury Rugby Club were paying players. Now, of course, the situation's changed, and very much the ambitions of both clubs are much more aligned, and we're looking to become go back to our roots, which is a community club offering rugby for all in Newbury. And maybe we lost sight of some of that along the way. So what I'm doing right now, again, is no sort of knee-jerk reaction. It's looking to the future, talking to Newbury Stags, talking to Andy and his coaching team, talking to some of the players, and just finding out what's right for us to do for next season, trying to calm down some of the rumours that go on, some more ridiculous than others, some based on some truth. But we are one club effectively. I've always felt that, and despite the fact that obviously there's two clubs with two constitutions, but we're playing rugby in Newbury, and that's what it's all about as far as I'm concerned. So I've had several meetings. I don't want to post the details of that on the discussion boards. It's not the time for us to do that. We'll make the announcements when it's right. But there is some good futures with us and the Stags, and for really for the benefit of the players. And that's what we are. We're a rugby club for the benefit of the players.
Okay, also a club that's very much run by volunteers. If someone wants to come forward, has got a few hours a week, how can they help the club?
Well, there's all sorts of ways that we're looking for people to help out, and it's not necessarily really big undertakings. You'll see from time to time we're looking for stewards on Saturdays. We're looking for people to help on the commercial side with websites, all sorts of different activities, stuff in letters, loads and loads of different areas where people, like you say, if they've got a little bit of spare time and they can commit to doing something for us, then that's a really big help. This is a club run by its members. People often talk about the club as if it's an entity detached from its members or the supporters, but this is a members club run by its members. All the members of the committee are all members of the rugby club, and we're all volunteers. So the more volunteers we have, the more we can get done, the more we can progress quicker, and possibly take some of the load off of some of the people that put in lots and lots of hours at this rugby club.
Okay, thank you.